John Q. Kelly is a former prosecutor and with us in Los Angeles, CBS News legal analyst Lisa Bloom. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, Lisa, let me start with you. What's wrong with this picture? If this incident happens last week, and if I understand correctly, the principals involved, at least all these people were with Roethlisberger, haven't even been interviewed yet.
The police may have done some initial interviews, but yesterday they indicated they were going to be doing more witness interviews. And I agree. Look, sexual assault is a major felony. The police need to interview the witnesses right away. The incident allegedly took place at a nightclub, so there would be many people who would initially have witnessed at least the initial interaction between Roethlisberger and the alleged victim. Those people need to be contacted and talked to immediately.
Let me ask you this, John.
Sure.
There's a presumption of innocence in this country. When something like this happens, and there was the allegations against him, within the last year, what does this happen in terms of the credibility of the accuser?
Well, at a minimum, it just shows he's exercising poor judgment, especially Ben Roethlisberger. He's rich, famous, single, the cornerstone of a franchise that we all know about, but, he's got to make better choices. It can be done. Derek Jeter, LeBron James, people like that are careful with the people they run with and the choices they make. He's got to do that. Is
it possible, though, if somebody like this is out and about, people would view him as a target?
Well, sure. I mean, a lot of different things can happen in these situations. And first of all, look no further than Duke lacrosse team, what happened to them, so we can't jump to conclusions. But, you might have a woman who overreacted. She might have been rejected by Roethlisberger, and she's getting even.
Might it be the opposite of what actually happened?
Sure. Attention-seeking, consensual activity that she was embarrassed about afterwards, or maybe she's looking for a payday. We've seen them all play out in the past.
Yeah. Lisa, as you look at this, though, what are your greatest concerns? What should Roethlisberger be most concerned about?
Well, about the police interview, and of course the police want to interview him. It doesn't mean he has to submit to the interview. He has a Fifth Amendment right not to give any information that might incriminate him. What really jumps out at me, though, Harry, is the DNA test that the police are now talking about, because there's only two defenses to rape. I didn't have sex with her, or I did have sex with her, but it was consensual. This woman did everything right. She went to the police immediately. She went to the hospital immediately. Presumably they took any physical evidence like DNA from her body that might be there. So if there is DNA that links him to her, the question is he going to deny having any sexual contact with her, or is he going to claim that it was consensual in a nightclub?
Well, okay, so in a nightclub bathroom, apparently. So if with that kind of evidence in hand, let's assume that there is DNA evidence. This goes way beyond he said, she said.
That's absolutely correct. And juries love forensic evidence. They want forensic evidence when it is a case like this that's he said, she said. So the question is, if there is DNA linking him to her, what part of her body is it on? Are there tears, lacerations, bruises, things of that nature that would also tend to corroborate a sexual assault? That's what I think the police are most concerned about.
Roethlisberger's attorney says absolutely nothing of this sort happened in this case. If you're his attorney, what are you talking to him about right now?
Not talking. Just keep quiet, lay low, don't say a word, and let's see how this plays out.
All right, John Q. Kelly, thank you so much. Lisa Bloom, do appreciate it. Thank you very much for your expertise getting up early this morning.